What's up, Nova family? We are here with Ted from TNT Laserworks. Ted is an awesome staple of the Nova Open and has been volunteering for years, and he is going to tell you all about that. But first, Ted, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, Ted Wysagi and I run TNT Laserworks. We're a small company in Northern Virginia. We've been coming to Nova Open for several years now, and our main business is making game accessories for tabletop war games, board games, any kind of games. But with a little bit of a twist, we like to do stuff custom. So we take some of our products and put your logos or whatever army or team you want on their text on them. But we also develop products too. So if you have an idea for some cool thing to make your gaming cooler, then we make those too. That's where most of our products come from, as suggestions from customers.
Oh, that's awesome. So you are very plugged into the community and you're constantly looking for new ideas
Oh yeah.
and working with people to create that vision for what they want in a product.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, that's awesome. So how does that play into Nova Open? Because I know you have a booth typically. Are you generally showing your products and working with people who may have something they want to chat about for like a future release?
Yeah, exactly. It's both things. We have stuff that we bring to Nova Open to sell for people who are looking to pick something up at the convention, things that are kind of staples like movement templates and some dials and things for tracking wounds. But then we also get a lot of customers who are like, hey, this is cool. I'd like to put my club logo on bigger, or if you could do something else. And then, of course, that way we also make new products too. So
Okay, very cool.
it all happens in Nova.
Right, absolutely. Well, you're gonna have to hold one of those command point trackers for me. I need one so bad. I'm always like setting up dice on the table and knocking them off and forgetting which dice were command points and which one were victory points, and
Yep.
it becomes a huge mess. So you've been involved with the Nova Open for quite a while, and you're also part of the volunteer teams. And from what I understand, you work with the year-round teams as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So myself and my family, we've been going down to the Lorton storage area to help out with terrain events for the last couple of years, last 2 years. I do some work for Nova, making some things. So like the free drink tokens that people were getting at Nova, I made those
okay,
for Nova
awesome.
Open, and some other odds and ends like that. But yeah, we've been doing volunteering for a couple of years. For a few more years than that, I've been making the movement templates for the armies that are given away in the charity raffles. So I've been doing that for a few years longer than I've been volunteering at the event. So that's kind of the foot in the door, and that's been a lot of fun too. I've made several sets of templates and dials for like the Titan that was given away last year.
Oh, wow, okay.
There was a dial that went with that.
That's really cool. So there's a few things I want to unpack from that. And one of the things that really stood out to me is you said that you go with your family and help work on the terrain and some
Oh yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I think that's
Kids go, they run around, they hang out with Mimi, Lori.
Yeah, oh yeah. She's the mama to everybody, right?
She keeps them out of trouble for the most part.
That's awesome. Well, I think that's something that's so special, and that keeps coming up when we talk to people, is that the Nova Open really is a family-oriented event, and just the fact that you're able to bring your family and work with the team to make this event so awesome for other families, I think that's something very special. But you also mentioned that you've worked on some products for the raffle, and that's something that's really cool, that supports the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. So there's this incredible raffle, and for those of you who have perhaps never seen this before, it's just an unbelievable array of tabletop gaming products, entire armies and incredible titans and just all these amazing things. And so it's really amazing that you contribute to that in that way. So I know that's a special thing that is really a staple of the event. So just in regard to actually attending to the event, why should someone find you and your booth and just for your whole experience at the Nova Open?
Really, it's an opportunity to make your gaming even more your gaming. All of us who are huge fans of the hobby spend dozens of hours, hundreds of hours painting miniatures, building miniatures, talking to other people about miniatures. And when you put that stuff on a table, it's kind of cool to have a couple of extra things that are yours, that are your army, or even if you have an idea for something totally new, it's your product that makes your gaming easier and better.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also convenient to have those tools and trackers that are custom designed for your game. I think that's
Yep.
something that's really spectacular. So for someone who's never attended the Nova Open and is considering attending, what would you tell them to push them over the edge and come to the event in 2020?
Oh, to push them over the edge. Man, I think I'd say the coolest part about it is you're walking into an event where everybody there is passionate about the same thing you are. So there's no strangers there. Everybody there is for the same reason. You're good. Everybody's a buddy. So
yeah, I completely agree.
It's a
I
lot of
always say,
camaraderie.
yeah, it's almost like this big family coming together, you know, to have some fun over some games and support the charity. So what's your favorite part of the Nova Open, and what are you looking forward to most in 2020?
So I've been a big fan of hanging out in the charity lounge.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much cool stuff going on. Actually, my booth is like 15 feet away from the Forge World booth, so that's like super awesome, right?
And you just better make sure you put your wallet away.
Yeah, I know. I just don't even bring it. But no, the lounge is awesome because you're hanging out with gamers, you're hanging out with Mike Brandt and his family, you're hanging out with all the volunteers, you're hanging out with Games Workshop, you're hanging out with all the internet personalities. You guys are there. Like everybody's there, right? So it's kind of a chance to just like, I don't know, like the GW guys become people, and you know, regular people become friends, and that's all pretty cool.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more personally. I know that for Amanda and I, who is not here tonight, she's traveling, but I know for us, it really is like going back and just hanging out with old friends. And that's something that is truly spectacular. 2020, we know, is going to be amazing. I know you have something pretty cool that you're working on this year. And we got to talk to you about it a little bit last year, and that is these amazing D&D events that are happening at the Nova Open.
Yep. So we ran Dungeons & Dragons for the first time at the Nova Open last year for their 10th anniversary. We're going to continue to do that because it sold out and was awesome. So this year we're going to do it. We're going to have one large event on Saturday morning, and then we're going to have several smaller events each morning. And all of these are going to take place up in the lounge. So it's going to be early morning lounge when there's really nobody up there. It's, you know, super awesome views of from the rooftop of the Hyatt. And we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. You know, it's going to be a group of 6 people, so it's going to be a nice small table. It should be super quiet up there, and just do some role playing while everybody else is still sleeping.
That's awesome. And so is that a good event for someone who has never played Dungeons & Dragons and maybe wants to give it a shot?
Yeah, what we found out last year is that a vast majority of the players either had never played before or hadn't played in several years, or even edition. So we're definitely gearing the game towards people who are either don't play often or looking to try it for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that's really cool because I know, like, for me personally, I would love to be able to just jump in and get to experience those worlds and that game system, but it's not something I have experience in. So I think that's great that you're thinking about people, you know, like that, who, you know, would give it a shot, but are maybe intimidated by the whole, like, you know, depth and complexity. So you're kind of shepherding people through. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a wargaming convention. We're expecting wargamers who might like to role play to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Well, what else do we need to know? Where can we find you in the meantime, leading up to the Nova Open? What can you send us away with tonight?
I mean, we have a website, TNTLaserworks.com. We do all sorts of cool gaming stuff. Our Facebook page has lots of stuff. We try to post stuff on there as much as we can. And that's really kind of it. We're just keeping our heads down and keeping busy.
Keep working. Awesome. Well, Ted, it was so incredible talking to you tonight. I can't wait to hang out at the Nova Open. And for all of you considering going, this is just one more incredible person you're going to get to spend some time with and check out their awesome products. We can't wait to see you there.
All right. See you there, man.